Okay, so we're going to talk about simplifying like terms. Things are considered like terms if they have the same variables. We consider things to be like terms if they have the same variables. So 5x and 6x are like terms. Even though there are different numbers with them, 5x's, 6x's. We can think of this as 5 apples and 6 apples. You can put those all together. If I have something like 5x and 6y, those are not like terms. The reason for that is they have different variables. You've got an x there, but a y over there. It's like saying you've got 5 apples and 6 oranges. Well, you can't really put those together because they're two different types of things. And we're going to see that if things are like terms, we can combine them, and if they're not, then we can't. So let me show you a whole bunch of examples of this. 2a plus 3a. Those are like terms. They have the same variables. To combine these, well, I've got 2 a's here. I've got 3 a's here. So altogether, how many a's do we have? Well, 2 a's and 3 a's. That's going to give you 5a. All we have to do is add the numbers together. I've got 2 of these. I've got 3 of those. So you have 5 of those things there. You quickly go try 3x plus 7x. Those are like terms. You've got an x there and an x there, so we can combine them. 3 of those x's plus 7 of those x's will give you 10 of those x's. Next problem. Let's look at x plus 4x plus 7x. You've got 7 x's there. You've got 4 x's over here. This x from out front, if there's no number before it, it's like there's a 1 before it, which means you have 1x plus 4x plus 7x. You got 1 of them, and then 4 more of those, and then 7 more of those. We can combine these by just doing 1 plus 4, that's 5, plus 7 will give you 12x. Let's look at 4x plus 3y. These are not like terms. You cannot combine them. So the fully simplified answer for what is 4x plus 3y is the exact same problem that I gave you. It is just 4x plus 3y. You cannot do any better with this. Let's try something with some subtraction. 5x minus 7x plus 8x. We're going to do addition and subtraction in order from left to right. We're going to start by doing 5x minus 7x. Those are like terms. You've got 5 of those x's minus 7 of those x's. Doing the problem 5 minus 7, you get negative 2. So I'm going to get negative 2x over there. I still have my plus 8x at the end. Negative 2x plus 8x. Well, they're like terms. We can add those things together. Negative 2 plus 8 will give me positive 6. And I'm going to get 6x for my answer there. Making these a little bit harder. 3x minus 6y plus 4y minus 10x. Some of these are like terms, and some of them well, they're not all like terms together. What I want to do is sort of note which are my like terms. I'm going to start with the 3x, and I'm going to circle that. 3x is not like terms with minus 6y. It is not like terms with minus 4y, but it is like terms with negative 10y. I'm going to circle that, and when I circle this, I'm going to include the sign that came before it as well. And in a moment, I'm going to go combine those like terms. In the same breath, I think my negative 6y and my 4y are also like terms. I'm going to put a box around those to show that those are things that I will be able to combine. Now let me go combine them. 3x minus 10x. Okay, let's do this on the calculator. 3 minus 10, that's giving me negative 7. You're going to get negative 7x from that. Negative 6y plus 4, well, negative 6 plus 4 will give me negative 2. So I'm going to say minus 2y. And again, just like in problem number 4, this is as far as we can go because now those aren't like terms. Those have different variables in there. What about something like this? Number 7, 8x minus 5 minus x plus 9. I want to circle my like terms, and when I do this, I want to make sure I include the sign that came before it. So 8x minus x, and remember minus x means minus 1x. Then I have negative 5 plus 9. Okay, 8x minus 1x, 8 minus 1. Going to the calculator, 8 minus 1 gives us 7. So we're going to say 7x. Negative 5 plus 9, going to the calculator here, negative 5 plus 9 will give you 4. And we're just going to say 4. The numbers without x's count as like terms over there. Let me give you one about as difficult as they're going to get in IXL, and then I'm going to have you do some more practice in IXL with this. Let's try 2t minus 3q minus 4 plus 2q minus 5t minus 6 minus 7q. I think that's about as tough as these can get. You should notice that some of the terms have t's, some of them have q's, and some of the terms are just numbers by themselves. I'm going to start by picking out my like terms. I've got 2t. See if you can figure out the other things that are like terms with 2t. Pause the video. I think the only other thing was negative 5t, and make sure you circle the negative 5 with that as well. Now let's look at the q's. Put a box around all the q like terms and make sure you include the signs. Pause the video and you go do that. That one. That one. That one. Finally, what's left, those numbers by themselves also count as like terms. I'll put a triangle around those, including the sign that came before them. Could also just use colors like I'm doing. That could also help. Now I'm ready to combine my like terms. The t's. Well, I've got 2t minus 5t. 2 minus 5 will give me negative 3t. Let's look at the q's. Negative 3 plus 2 minus 7. Negative 3 plus 2 minus 7 will give me negative 8q. Finally, negative 4 minus 6. Negative 4 minus 6 will give me minus 10. Your fully simplified version is negative 3t minus 8q minus 10. Go try the IXL problems, and if that's not making sense, I will put some more examples in a video and we'll show you a few more of these things.